This is reading lesson number 41. This video is for you if you struggle with reading. I am April McMurtry, a professional reading specialist, dyslexia specialist, and the developer of the Learn Reading program. And I'm going to teach you to read through 100 videos. It's important that you start with lesson 1, and I have that video linked for you in the description below. Lessons 1 through 10 are taken from my Begin Reading packet, and those worksheets are linked next to the number 1 in the description. Lessons 11 through 90 are taken from my Learn Reading program, and those lessons are linked next to the number 2. And lessons 91 through 100 are taken from my Adult Reading class, which is next to the number 3. If you do not purchase the worksheets, that's okay. You can follow along with me here for free, but you will need a piece of paper and a pencil to write down the words. So push pause, grab that, and then come right back. I will have 2 videos for you each week, and you're welcome to follow along with me here for free, or you can join me in my live adult reading class, and there I can help you a little more personally. We work on only nonsense words in there, and we have a lot of fun. I'd love to have you join us. Again, that link to my live class is next to the number 3 in the description. If you want an online tutor, I can recommend several, and I have those in the description as well. Okay, let's get started. Here's where we left off in lesson 40. These last 4 words were your extra practice homework. This first word is punch. Punch. We were working on the CH grapheme and the TCH grapheme. They both say the same thing, just that voiceless ch, only air. So this is punch. This is pitching, pitching, sandwich, and stretcher, stretcher. Okay, here we are in lesson 41. Our sight word is any, as in, would you like any donuts? Here is your sight word page for any. Your new grapheme is or, and or will say or almost always. And when it doesn't say or, I'm going to teach you that in a different lesson. So or will almost always say or, as in the word or, but not always. But you don't have to worry about when it says or and when it says the other thing that I'm going to teach you later, because I'll teach you that in a lesson coming up, exactly when it says which sound. So for today on this page, I want you to practice the or sound when you see that OR. And here are your new phonemes, phonemic awareness practice pictures. So if you have the worksheets, break apart each sound and mark where you hear the sound or. If you are working just with me, let's count how many sounds are in the word storm. Push pause, count how many sounds are in storm. Storm has s, t, or, and we're going to count that as one sound today because we're marking it as one and learning it as a unit. So that or is technically an O and an but today we're going to count it as one sound just for the purposes of learning that OR grapheme. So that would be s, t, or, technically 5. St, or, So either one are just fine. And then that brings us to our new words for today. So see if as you see, I have that OR together out because I want you to learn that OR together says or almost always. So we would mark this word like this. We know that this is going to say or. We can go ahead and put a little long sign over that O because it does say O. So the sounds would be f, or, t, fort, fort. I'll go ahead and be quiet while you work on this next one. There's our new grapheme. I'm just going to circle it to remind us of what it says. Now you might be wondering why I marked that I with an I. If you remember, I's in the middle syllable, meaning there's a whole syllable before it and a whole syllable after it, and you have to have a vowel in a syllable. So if there are 3 vowels not touching, then you know that that's at least a 3-syllable word. And if that I is in the middle syllable, it will say I. And A's, if you remember from a past lesson, A's at the end always say ah. They change to the schwa sound and say ah, which is marked, represented by this upside down E. That's the symbol for the schwa sound. The schwa sound is ah, and A changes to the schwa sound when it's the last letter. So the sounds are f, u, or I, d, ah. When you push those sounds together, you have Florida. Florida. All right, keep going. Okay, our sounds are p or ch. Porch. Porch. Fantastic. Try this last one. We're going to mark the vowels because if you can read the vowels, you can read the word. Okay, we're going to go sound by sound, but first we're going to make sure we know what each of those vowels is going to say. This I is going to make it short sound I because the next two letters are consonants. OR says or, and when A is almost to the end of a multisyllable word and the last letter or two or three are consonants, then that A will change to the schwa sound and say We learned that back in lesson, I think 15 or 16. So the sounds are I, p, or, t, n, t. When you push those sounds together, you have important. Important. Make sure you grab every single sound when you read it. Important. Especially this N. Important. All right, fantastic. You're gonna go ahead and do these last four on your own. I will come back next time and tell you what those were. Here are some vocabulary words for you. Here are some word cards for you to cut out and practice fluency. They all have that OR sound in them. Here are some sentences for you to read your words in context, and a story, Grandpa and the Florida Man. There you go, my friends. Okay, you're doing amazing. I'm proud of you. Good things are coming. We'll see you next time.